happened in the last few games. We've been at games that we give us opportunities to come in and play, so we need to qualify. So we still have a chance.
Hey guys.
Yeah, a real much needed boost for Scotland and for Aaron McCoist as well. He caught out with Connie McLaughlin.
When you do,
So we know the job for Scotland last night was pretty clear. It was a must not lose. Thank goodness. Yeah,
when you jump on, do say hey in the comments. I'm just going to see if the lineups are out. Yes, they are.
Absolutely, we could have exit. I mean, big fella, you know, that header goes in probably 9 times out of 10. The big man coming off the post, but they had 1 or 2 chances as well, you know, and a couple of correct calls were offside. But you know, some just the whole attitude. There was attitude more than anything.
When you jump on, do say hey. We did see one person and then they left.
One thing I spoke to them last night after the game, and one thing that was really clear, they kept talking about we were more aggressive. That was something that they were working on specifically.
Do with the lineups here.
Was Kieran Tierney. I mean,
what I might do.
He's hanging back. This is the composure. And it just gets the right
so they're just going through the
much more front footed. And you see again here.
Just going through the lineup.
Absolutely fantastic finish from Shaqiri. How many times have we seen that done from him at a major tournament? So there was still some sloppy errors from Scotland that they're going to have to put out
think
against the likes of Hungary, but
Serbia may win this with the way they're lining up, and I do think that maybe it will be a could be a draw for. Could be a draw either way, so might have to see.
Again, not the result they wanted, but it was all about correcting the performance against Germany. I think that took a lot of pride and confidence going into the last game against Hungary with an opportunity to
when you do join, say hey.
Gary Neville mentioned it in the first show that we did, that the first 10 minutes against Germany, Scotland was celebrating goal kicks, which wasn't quite right. In this game, there is evidence you can see. Just watch here. This is in the first 10 minutes, and just watch the time that Kieran Tierney takes to take the throw in. It might seem like a little thing, but this is what composure, killing the momentum.
I don't know who's going to be joining.
They just scored Scotland. He's swapping the ball. He's waiting.
I don't know if anyone will be on.
They're in control of this situation now against Switzerland. This is exactly what conversion looks like. It looked completely different against Germany. We're celebrating goal kicks, not in shape. That's what it looks like, and I think that's where Scotland had a lot more composure and control in the game.
Everyone is just
as well, you see here,
getting
this is more like Spain.
So, get out the lineups here.
I'm so pleased with Scotland because I think that was a key part. I think that emotion against Germany, they didn't quite get it right. In this game, they showed a lot of composure, a lot of control.
Obviously they've got
the
some great players in their lineups. I'm pretty sure the last time these two sides met, it ended in a
Yeah, everybody's happy, yeah.
Serbia win, I'm pretty sure.
Everybody was hoping that we have a good start. Now we have a good start, a fantastic
I say, both teams met 2 years ago, and it was actually a 2-2 draw.
Everybody's positive,
Where
all direction at the moment. But it's not like, oh, now we win the title, now we can win. And I think
Ševinkić and Mitrovic were on target for Serbia, and Gnez and Sasko for Slovenia. And Rakovic got red carded from the bench. So,
1, 2, 3, 4 players, 5 players into the box. I think this is fantastic. It's the reason why you win the second ball again. Yeah, you'll see the reaction now of Gundogan. I think his willingness to run up the ball when the ball's ahead of him and behind him, even in this goal, you can see his contribution.
So I don't know who else is going to be joining.
it's some
Stop sharing that, and then I can get rid of that. So, we do have under like half an hour till kickoff, I'm pretty sure.
About just how close Musiala, Gundogan, Verts, Havertz are together. That chemistry, that connection. Something I'd quite like to see with England with Foden in there. It's brilliant, isn't it? You know, just such clever players playing in that sort of 10.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's fantastic, yeah. You see, you have exactly the right players and the right positioning, but you have also Toni Kroos who can pass the ball in this red zone, yeah, between the lines. This is important. And the second goal, yeah, it's the second goal in the corner from the cutback area. Yeah, you see that it's a habit. I think the next opponent should look for this to close the zone, but it's fantastic to see. And I think
so I am waiting for people to join.
Absolutely. Okay, more from these guys in just a second, and a little word for you guys too at home if you're watching and you're not sure what's happening with Kylian Mbappe. At the moment, what we know is he's been running, so he's got involved in minimal training. His nose there strapped up. And this is ahead of a huge game against the Netherlands that is tomorrow. A group win is a must for France, especially if they want to send out a message. We're waiting to hear a little bit more about him. Didier Deschamps has got his press conference later on. So when we know, we will let you know. But at the moment, he's not looking too bad. I think it'll be a little bit different when he's up against the big Netherlands defenders, though. So I imagine the French are keeping their fingers crossed. Okay, next we're going to be looking ahead to England's match with Denmark. And we're going to hear Gareth Southgate's reflections on some of his star men as he continues to go away out the group.
I'm just gonna grab that. So, that looks like it needs cleaning. I'm just gonna give it a clean a minute.
Invictus. I discover Invictus.com.
I am Olympia, and then you Olympia.com.
Fragrances by Rabanne. A big tournament, anything can happen. So preparation is key. Anticipate.
So I am watching the game at the minute.
Only then.
I then do have another live stream at 4.
Nice.
Ready for England game at 5.
Win 50% more on every.
And then the last stream will be tonight from 7.
Now on ITV1, let's get back. Oh, sorry, that's me. Oh, it's just bubble sharing holiday snaps. Wait, they got tickets? Seriously? I mean, I know with O2, everyone can roam freely in the EU with up to 25.
So, I've got 3 coming up tonight.
Anyway, up next.
Too good.
Grab your balls, let's get going.
I'm just making sure. I do have my drink here.
Like your investment advisor is giving you an off-the-shelf retirement plan that they just want to put you into a box. But who wants that?
So I did have a bit of breaking news earlier about Serbia. They are threatening to actually pull out of the tournament. They are threatening to pull out the tournament over Croatia and Albania chanting something. I don't really see.
You know that feeling of rewashing dishes? The
it didn't get cleaned. I don't.
That's because of Fairy Platinum Plus.
I don't pre-wash, I don't rewash. I just chuck it in, even on the quick soap.
Fairy Platinum Plus, the best capsule in the market with multi-action liquids and boosted powder.
So you just load that and get this, even on a quick cycle.
Rewash. Not on my watch.
Fairy Platinum Plus, the UK's #1 cleaning performance in witch testing.
This UEFA Euro 2024 programme is sponsored by Lidl.
So I am just gonna do something here.
Well, we have one of the highlights of the group stage games tonight here on ITV1 and Edible 16 now facing the hold of Italy. Excellent game. Plus, we're going to have all the reactions to England's match against Denmark with Roy Keane, Gary Neville, and Ian Wright. Slovenia and Serbia, and 3.5 hours to the other Group C match between England and Denmark. Well, Gareth Southgate has been speaking to.
Well, England survived to take 3 points. It's not the perfect start, but it is a winning start.
Gareth, good to see you. After the positives of the opening game, is your intention to stick with the winning team?
I think.
Bear me
we've got
1
to
second,
assess
guys. I'm just gonna
energy
get who
levels,
are.
different opponents. So, of course, we'd like to stick on a decent path, and we're very happy with what everybody did. But we just got to balance whether we need some fresh energy and whether people who have not played so much can go again.
Is there still no confidence in you that the players will be at the right sort of physical peak that's needed to win, to go far enough?
I think we'll get better. You know, I think we've got to manage some players because if we push them too much, the guys that haven't got a lot of football under them, bonnet, then you run the risk of injury. And we've got to keep the freshness through the tournament. So there's a balance to be found.
What's the outstanding quality, and you've known Jude Bellingham a long time, that's enabled this progress?
Mentality. You know, he's comfortable embracing the pressure of needing to deliver on the big stage and thrives on it. There's still room for improvement. I think that is still experience to come, but the ability to impact games in the manner that
So
it is.
it's just logging on a minute. Lost my other bottle of drink. Over.
What would you say to those who say, well, you have to see the best of Phil Foden?
I thought Phil did an incredible job for the team on Sunday. You know, sometimes the bits with the ball are obvious and they catch the eye, but the amount of ground he covered, the angles of pressing, the filling in for people who were further forward. And I know that's not the sexy bit and everybody wants to see him on the board, but without his contribution off the ball, I don't think we win the game.
Would you agree there's still a level to come for him? I think it's 4 goals, maybe 30 caps. There's more that he can do.
I think Phil has obviously set an incredibly high bar at Manchester City. He knows exactly where every player is going to be every time he picks the ball up. A club that he's been at since he's been 13 years old, an environment that he's known nothing else. With us, we're always having to adapt to different teammates, different runs they make, and there is adaptation with that.
Ultimately, it's down to the player on the field, isn't it?
Well, it is.
A lot of talk is always about your 11, but ultimately, how much they influence the game is down to them.
Well, the last time I played was a long time ago, but that's how it was. So, look, I accept. You know, part of my responsibility is to take the pressure for the players, so I'm comfortable with that. I don't think anybody can believe how different that feels an opening game of a tournament. It's just a little bit more in the final third, and if we can defend as well as we did, we'll be in a good place.
Wish all the best, guys. Thanks. Thank you.
A really revealing interview and a great interview I thought there with Gareth Southgate. He talks about Phil Foden. He said that he was exceptional, the work that he does off the ball. Phil Foden covered the most ground by any England player. He still got criticised. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, it's not the performance that we used to see in a City shirt, but we don't know what the requirements were from Gareth Southgate. And as long as he's happy, evidently, the player will be happy. But I'm sure there was moments in the game that Phil was frustrated. But I think the kind of analysis, criticism of Phil is slightly harsh. He always makes himself available. And I don't look at the game, and this is the clip here. I look at him trying to find the space where this group of players will be able to pass to him, where I think at City, he would stand in a position where the ball can be passed between the lines, and all of a sudden, a different element of football. Look at him there; he wants to receive it. I didn't remember watching the game thinking Phil was not showing, or it was more of a case of he's not getting the ball in opportunities that we're used to seeing him in. And again, now he's able to drop short himself and pass into an area where he would probably want to receive it. And instead, the criticism of Phil is due to the standards he set himself.
I'm going to do a Kahoot.
Expecting to create 2-3 goals every game. That's not possible because, like Gareth said, it's a different system, different group of players, and different requirements.
Danny, you know what the English are like. We expect the world from our players, and especially the likes of Phil Foden. There is so much expectation in his shoulders. Earlier, when you were talking about Tony Kroos and the way that he knits the teams together and knits the ball together and finds his players ahead of him, do we even need to be a bit more like that? Do they need players to be a little bit more like that?
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's the points in the clips, and you see a yards, and you take that in any tournament game. So
Share that.
I love the quote from Gareth Southgate saying that Jude Bellingham packs 90 minutes into 45. Does he need to pace himself a little bit more? Or do you love that about him?
Do you know, I'm not sure about that. I think as a 20-year-old main character of this amazing cast, he's full of beans. And we've got a European Championship to try and win. It's about his goal. We talk a lot about his attacking play.
So this is the hoop we have. Then just enter the code and we can start the game.
Still doing well, mate. Still wants to. Do you think he needs to slow down? Do you tell the player not to slow down?
Like a number 6, and he could score like a number 10. Number 8, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk more about that later on. But let's see if the Danish player captain has to say about this matchup. Gabriel Clark took to with me yesterday.
Huge thanks for the challenges we get. Actually, football, I think, is a great side. Respect for the quality of the players. I think any Sunday morning we look around there for the world class talent, and this version of it is no different. So,
I'm joining on my phone. I've not seen none of these answers, so
we welcome them, trained really well, had good holidays now, and have you done any particular work on Jude Bellingham? Because you saw the dimension he can bring. He's that definition of all class look at jobs that he's been taking to career. He's certainly one to watch out for. He's a top player. He's one that's practically what sort of game did England want to make it, and what sort of game did you play?
So
I think England has.
okay, who was on? They've just left the game.
But Denmark and England. Yeah, probably you're right. We have to win one of the last two to progress. We start with the first one and we'll go to this one. We know this is difficult. We have the track.
Well, investment in a net taxes in Slovenia that's continuing their recent good form. They have lost just 2 of their last 15 games.
This UEFA Euro 2024
Yes.
We push the science. Let's get on how need remedy.
Right, no one is joining us. I'm gonna end it here, unfortunately, guys. I'll be back later for England v Denmark, so hopefully we get more people on. I'll probably go live on TikTok as well. The game being kick off at 5, so I'll probably go live for 4:30. So make sure you join, and I will see you guys there.